Hey, welcome to my channel. I'm Lauren, and in this video I'm going to review drugstore dry shampoos. I'm looking for a less expensive dry shampoo that doesn't leave my hair feeling really gritty and texturized. You know that feeling when you can't run your fingers through your hair? I really dislike that feeling. So finding a dry shampoo that doesn't do that can be challenging, but I used to only use high-end dry shampoos, and I have another video where I review all of my favorite ones. I'll link that below if you're curious, but so many people were telling me that I need to try drugstore brands and that they're equally as good. So, you know, I'm down to give it a shot. I don't like spending $26 on a bottle of dry shampoo because it makes me not want to use it as often, and so then I wash my hair more, and it's just this whole cycle. So I tested a bunch of dry shampoos, and in this video I'm going to share my thoughts on all of them. I'm actually really impressed with what I found, so let's get started. I think it's helpful to know my hair type before I get into my reviews, because that will definitely affect my experience versus someone else with different hair than me on different dry shampoos. So I have thick, coarse, bleached hair. Like, each strand is pretty thick and very coarse. And obviously I dye my hair blonde, so I experience a lot of breakage around the root and especially on my part. And I have some split ends, but my hair is pretty healthy for the most part. I just have a lot of it, and it tends to get greasy after one day. And I feel like your hair color and texture can definitely change whether or not you prefer one dry shampoo over another. So in this video, I'm going to review the color of the product too. Some of these are white powders and some are clear, so I'll let you know which one's which. And then the way that I use dry shampoo is you want to make sure that you shake it. And then an easy rule of thumb is make an L shape with your arm to create the perfect distance. And then you want to apply it where the hair is most oily, so right on the root. So what I do is I start on one ear, and then I'll spray, and then just move all the way over my head, spray, move, keep moving my part, spray, you know, until you cover the whole head. I let it dry completely, and then I brush the product through my hair. So now let's fix my hair. I actually washed my hair yesterday, so I don't want to use dry shampoo yet because I'm trying to hair train it, and I want to go longer between washes, but also longer between days when I need to use dry shampoo. All right, so first I tried the Ava NYC Freshen Up Invisible Dry Shampoo. This one is 5.3 ounces. It's $11.99. Packaging is made from 100% recyclable aluminum. This has argan oil and plant protein, so it hydrates and smooths damage for healthy looking hair. It also reduces the appearance of breakage, making brittle hair feel really smooth. And then it has rice starch, which is a light and porous powder that absorbs your dirt and oil. The fragrance is very warm, so they say it has notes of freesia, plum, jasmine, gardenia, magnolia, and then they say it's also woody, warm amber, bourbon and vanilla, and white musk. That's a lot of fragrance. And this is a clear powder, so it would work well for any hair color. It made my hair look and feel really clean, and the results lasted for a few days, so that was really nice. And it also doesn't feel thick or gross. It made my hair feel really soft, and it's not volumizing. So it just made my hair feel clean and look clean, which is what I prefer. Overall, I think this was a great one. The scent was a little bit too warm for me. It's almost spicy. But besides that, this was a really good dry shampoo. I'm very impressed. All right, the next one I tried was from Hask, and this is their Charcoal Purifying Dry Shampoo. You get 6.3 fluid ounces for $7.99, and this is the Best Beauty Allure in 2017, which is funny because I've never heard of Hask before I tried this dry shampoo for this video, so I guess they've been around for years. This is considered a clean beauty brand, meaning they don't have sulfates, parabens, gluten, phthalates, alcohol, artificial colors. It's also Leaping Bunny certified, which means that they do not test on animals. This one has charcoal, which acts as a magnet to attract and remove impurities in your scalp and hair, and then it also has rice starch, which helps absorb excess oils, but it also hydrates and softens. So you'll see rice starch in a lot of dry shampoos. It's very common. And then this is the citrus scent. It smells so good. So it's not an overpowering scent, but it smells like a very clean perfume. I loved the scent. This is a light white powder, but it blended in really well, and it doesn't leave that thick residual feeling or leave your scalp looking white powdery. So I would say the only thing about this one is it left my hair feeling a little bit dried out. My hair looked and felt really clean, but I felt like the roots felt more dry than usual. So for someone with oily hair, that was very weird for me, but it actually lasted for days, which was very impressive. So I felt like I had to wash my ends before I really needed to wash my scalp, which is usually never the case. Usually it's like so oily and looking gross, and it was just all bad. But with this one, I felt like it lasted forever. The only thing I will say is it's a little bit volumizing. So if you don't like volumizing, you might not like this. It doesn't say it's volumizing anywhere on the bottle, but I think because it dries out the hair or makes it feel dry, it just gives you that little oomph. If you are looking for a volumizing one, this one's great. This is probably one of my favorites in the bunch because it smells so good. Next is the SGX NYC Happy Place Nourishing Dry Shampoo. This is 6.5 ounces for $7.99. And what's crazy is this is 6.3 ounces, but look at the difference. So $7.99, this is vegan, cruelty-free, and also considered a clean brand. It contains 6% cleansing powders, but it doesn't really clarify what a cleansing powder is. They say that it will help absorb and soak up excess oil. So it's infused with provitamin B5, biotin, and coconut oil. The smell is coconut and vanilla, and they also say orchid, which I don't know what orchid smells like, but the scent is very strong and it lasted all day. It smells good, but it's intense and it's not my favorite scent. So just a heads up, if you're sensitive, you might not love this one just for that reason alone. This is also a white powder. It doesn't feel heavy, but it is white. So I felt a little bit of texture immediately, but not to the point where it ruined my hair and I just had to I wanted to wash my hair. You know that feeling when you spray something in it and you're like, what did I do? Now I just want to shower. It did last for 2 days after use, but it did have a textury feeling. So this one isn't my favorite for that reason, and also the fragrance. So I probably wouldn't recommend this one. Next is the Anomaly Dry Shampoo. You get 5 ounces for $5.99. This is also a clean formula. It's cruelty-free, gluten-free, vegan, and contains no sulfates, parabens, phthalates, or mineral oil. The packaging is a recyclable aluminum, and it has rice starch, and then it has tea tree oil, which helps soak up oil and impurities on the scalp and in your hair. This makes your hair feel so soft immediately after you apply it, and of course you want to let it dry, but it made my hair feel amazing. This one is also probably my favorite scent out of the whole bunch. It feels great and really natural in my hair, and it lasted for 2 days. So this one's interesting because the first time I used it, I had to touch up the next day, but then the other times I tested it, it was fine. So it's probably user error, but I really, really like this one. All right, next I tried Batiste Clean and Light Bare Dry Shampoo. You get 6.73 fluid ounces for $6.49. And I also should mention, depending where you buy them, the prices can fluctuate a little bit. So if I'm saying a price and it's a different price when you're looking online, sorry, I got most of these at Target except one I got at Ulta. But Batiste is one of those brands that I feel like everyone either uses or has tried. And if I tried them, I don't remember. It's been years. And for some reason, I didn't think I would like it. I loved this one. I am so impressed. I can't believe how much I love this one. It's probably one of my favorites. So it's vegan, it's aluminum free, dye free, paraben free, and sulfate free, and it smells amazing. So they say that it has a subtle light scent with mild floral notes, citrus, leafy greens, and a hint of vanilla. I loved the smell of this. It also made my hair feel amazing immediately. This one lasted for days. My hair still looked amazing and it smelled great for days too. It did leave a little bit of residue when I'd run my fingers through my hair, but it wasn't a gross feeling residue. You could just feel like, okay, there's something in my hair. I will say that this one is very white powdery, so you might not love it if you have darker hair, but this is probably one of my favorites. Tresemme Fresh and Clean Dry Shampoo. So this one is 7.3 ounces. It's $4.99, so it's definitely the cheapest of the bunch. Paraben free, dye free. This is a tapioca based cleansing formula. This one also has no residue and it made my hair look really, really good. And then the next day it was fine. I didn't need to add more. I mean, it really is a great dry shampoo. You can't beat the price and the size of the bottle. And the scent is very strong and it's not my favorite, but it does wear off, unlike the SGX dry shampoo, but it really does work. Okay, Not Your Mother's is one of the very first dry shampoos I tried. I tried the purple one. So I wanted to to try Clean Freak because everyone swears this one's amazing. And I got the original fragrance. So this is 7 ounces, it's $4.79, which, I mean, that price is insane, right? It's clean, cruelty-free, it's very, very white powdery, and the scent is a little bit musty. So I will say it made my hair look cleaner immediately, and it didn't feel gross when it dried, but the scent was a deal breaker for me. The formula is nice, but out of all the ones I tried, I will say it's not my favorite. So I feel like if you're sensitive to scent, maybe get the unscented version, only if you're a blonde, otherwise you probably won't like this one. And on that note, Not Your Mother's came out with their Blonde Moment Dry Shampoo, and this one's interesting because it says it's for blondes and it's part of their purple shampoo line. So I assumed that it would have a slight purple tint like Moroccan oil, which is one of my favorite expensive dry shampoos, but no, this is yellow. And they say that it has a slight blonde tint, so there's no chance you'll get that unwanted white residue that you can get from other dry shampoos, but it's yellow. So like I really don't understand what their thinking was behind this one. I used it on day 3 hair, so I was running out the door going to a birthday party, and I was like, okay, cool, I'm gonna try this one really fast. Sprayed it on my hair, it left these horrible yellow patches that no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't brush it out. It like dyed my hair yellow. I just wanted to warn you guys to steer clear of this one. Do not go there. It also does not smell good. Okay, OGX. I tried 2 of their dry shampoos. One I loved and the other one I really didn't like. So first I tried the coconut one. So that's this one. This is their Refresh and Restore Coconut Miracle Oil Dry Shampoo. It's 5 ounces for $6.99. And it's infused with coconut oil and then vanilla bean extract and some other ingredients I've never heard of. It's cruelty-free. It smells amazing. It's a very white powder finish and it's super thick feeling. Like my hair looked good, but it felt so gross, it's the texture that I'm talking about that I really, really dislike. The results lasted for days where I didn't feel like I needed to wash my hair because it looked fine, but it felt disgusting. And it made it feel like every time I would touch my hair, I was like pulling on my hair and potentially damaging it. So I really didn't like this one. So I really didn't want to use the other one after I tried this one. So I put it off for a few weeks and then I ended up trying them side by side. So I like split my scalp in half, and this one wasn't as bad the second time I tried it, but it still didn't feel great. I would say this is probably one of my least favorites of the bunch. But the Argan Oil one, so this is Argan Oil of Morocco Dry Shampoo, and it's great. So it's the same size, same price as this one. It has argan oil and silk proteins that give your hair a really silky feel. It's also cruelty-free. It smells really fresh and the scent isn't super strong, so it would be good if you're sensitive to smells. It also has a light texture, but it's really nothing crazy. My hair felt clean-ish the next day. It had minimal residue. It lasted a few days before I needed to wash it, but overall I wouldn't say either of these are my favorite. I think if I had to pick a favorite, it would be the Batiste one. I really loved the smell and the finish, but I'm blonde and this one is pretty white powdery. So if you want to steer clear of white powder and you want to go with scents that I absolutely loved, try the Hask one if your hair is super, super oily. And if your hair is just a little bit oily, then try the Anomaly. I would say if you're brunette, try these. If you're blonde, this one's my favorite. I'm really happy I tested dry shampoos from the drugstore. Like, I am so impressed. If you've tried any of these, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear your experience. And if you tried this one, I really want to hear your experience because it just, I mean, it was so bad. But if you like videos like this, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up. I would love to see you guys in my next video, and thank you for watching.